Making the headlines tonight. Prime Minister Hun Sen tells the Russian foreign minister that he wants to see a peaceful solution to the Ukraine crisis, while also telling the Vice President of the European Commission to consider lifting sanctions on Russia. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation releases a statement of concern regarding recent developments and rising tensions in the Taiwan Strait on behalf of the royal government of Cambodia. The minister delegate attached to the Prime Minister, Cao Kum-huan, is announced as the next appointed Secretary General of ASEAN in 2023. And following U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taiwan, China is likely to react with a show of force while the U.S. continues its provocations. This is the Daily Roundup on EAC News Channel. A very good evening to you. I'm Darshana Gauchan. The chairman of ASEAN in 2022, Prime Minister Hun Sen, has told the Russian foreign minister that he wants to see a peaceful solution to the Ukraine crisis, while also telling the EU representative and vice president of the European Commission to consider lifting sanctions on Russia. Speaking at a meeting with Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov at the Peace Palace on Thursday morning, Prime Minister Hun Sen said that Cambodia-Russia relations have a long history. He remembered and thanked the people of this former Soviet state for not abandoning Cambodia and supporting the country at a time when it was experiencing difficulties. However, in regard to Russia's invasion of Ukraine, the Prime Minister told Foreign Minister Lavrov that Cambodia wants to see a peaceful solution to the crisis through negotiations. This morning, the Prime Minister also met with EU Representative for Foreign Affairs and Political Security and Vice President of the European Commission, Josep Borrell Fontelles. During the meeting, he frankly asked the EU to reconsider the sanctions it has placed on Russia, because these sanctions not only affect Russia, but also affect the global economy and society as a whole. There has been no response from the European side on this matter yet. Cambodia assumed the ASEAN chairmanship in 2022. There are many complex issues in different areas that Cambodia has to participate in solving, including the COVID-19 pandemic, the ongoing conflict in Myanmar, the Russia-Ukraine war, economic crises, and geopolitical competition between the superpowers. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation has released a statement regarding recent developments and rising tensions in the Taiwan Strait on behalf of the royal government of Cambodia. According to the statement, the royal government of Cambodia expresses its great concern over the recent rising tension in the Taiwan Strait and urges all parties involved to abide by the agreements reached by the People's Republic of China and the United States as stipulated in the joint communiques between both parties. The royal government consistently and firmly adheres to the One China policy and states that it considers issues related to Hong Kong, Taiwan, Tibet, and Xinjiang to be internal affairs and under the sovereign rights of the People's Republic of China. Finally, the royal government calls on all parties concerned to find a peaceful solution, maintain the status quo, and avoid any provocation for the sake of peace, stability, development, and prosperity in the region and the world. This statement was released in the context of heightened tensions between the United States and China following U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taiwan as part of her ongoing Asia tour. China had repeatedly warned the U.S. against the visit, saying that it would be an infringement of their sovereignty, as China considers Taiwan to be under its territory. Following the announcement of the U.S. House Speaker's arrival in Taipei on Tuesday, the Chinese Foreign Ministry issued a statement saying that this visit is a serious violation of the One China principle and the provisions of the 3 China-U.S. joint communiques. Chinese state media also reported that China's military would hold drills near Taiwan from 4th to 7th August. Along with Cambodia, several countries in the region have responded with great concern over building tensions, including Japan and South Korea, while North Korea has expressed its full and allied support to China, calling the U.S. visit an impudent interference. Speaker Pelosi departed from Taiwan on Wednesday afternoon. The Chinese foreign minister has confirmed that China will continue to support Cambodia's future leaders and pledged to continue supporting Cambodia's further development as well. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi confirmed during a meeting with Prime Minister Hun Sen at the Peace Palace on Wednesday afternoon that China will continue to support Cambodia's national and international politics under Prime Minister Hun Sen's vision, especially in support of defending Cambodia's sovereignty. He added that China will continue to support Cambodia's future leaders as well. Minister delegate attached to the Prime Minister, Cao Kim-hoon, confirmed to the press after the meeting that China will continue to strongly support the future, especially to support the continuation of leadership, which is key to Cambodia's development, as well as friendship and cooperation between Cambodia and China. Prime Minister Hun Sen also confirmed to Foreign Minister Wang Yi that Cambodia is doing its best to maintain the friendship between Cambodia and China, adding that Cambodia will continue to maintain this friendship for a long time. At the meeting of the Central Committee of the Cambodian People's Party on 24 December 2021, the committee decided to put their trust in Prime Minister Hun Sen's son, Lieutenant General Hun Manait, voting for him to be the future prime ministerial candidate. The vote was made by all members of the Central Committee, with nearly 800 votes cast. CPP spokesperson Su Yara said after the votes were placed that this showcased the unity of the CPP to the world, adding that the party guarantees the protection of peace in Cambodia and the avoidance of persecution or geopolitical rivalry with and among superpowers. The Minister of Foreign Affairs of Cambodia, Deputy Prime Minister Prak Sakhon, announced at the ASEAN ministerial meeting that Minister Delegate attached to the Prime Minister, Cao Kim-hoon, will be appointed as the Secretary General of ASEAN in 2023. Senior Foreign Ministry official Kung Pok said in a press conference on Wednesday evening that Minister Cao Kim-hoon has been appointed as the new ASEAN Secretary General in 2023, with the support of all ASEAN foreign ministers. He said, in a closed meeting, His Excellency Deputy Prime Minister Prak Sakhon also announced the appointment of His Excellency Dr. Cao Kim-hoon, Minister Delegate to the Prime Minister, as Secretary General of ASEAN, which will start from 2023. The appointment was also welcomed by the ASEAN foreign ministers. The ASEAN Secretary General has a 5-year term of office to administer and coordinate cooperation between ASEAN stakeholders to ensure adherence to the principles enshrined in the ASEAN Charter. The ASEAN Secretariat is currently led by Dato Lim Jock Hoi from Brunei. The ASEAN Secretariat was established in February 1976 by the ASEAN foreign ministers. The Secretariat, headquartered in Jakarta, Indonesia, was established in 1981. The Secretary of State of the Ministry of Social Affairs and Secretary General of the Disability Action Council, M. Chan Makara, has requested Rehabilitation International Korea to expand its rehabilitation project in Cambodia by providing wheelchair assistance to Disability Action Council to distribute to persons with disabilities in need. During the meeting on the cooperation agreement on the project to improve rehabilitation services for persons with disabilities on Wednesday morning, Secretary of State M. Chan Makara said that South Korea has progressed further than Cambodia in providing more facilities to persons with disabilities, both in terms of care and rehabilitation services. With this recognition, he urged RI Korea to expand its assistance program beyond Ong Snul Hospital in Cambodia by providing more material support. RI Korea Secretary General Yoo Myung-hwa said she is coming to Cambodia for the 3rd time to help Cambodia's strongest rehabilitation hospital. She added that she is now assisting hospitals in Ong Snul District, particularly in assisting the training of doctors and rehabilitation officers to improve their understanding of physical rehabilitation and IT. Regarding providing more material support to Cambodia through the provision of wheelchair assistance, she said she will develop a project to support this work. Lee Bum-suk, the president of the National Rehabilitation Center of RI Korea, also expressed his interest in the project, particularly the training of physiotherapists and physicians. Secretary of State M. Chan Makara also briefed RI Korea on the process of building the National Center for Persons with Disabilities in Ong Snul District, and thanked RI Korea for its continued support of the disability sector in Cambodia. He also asked Korea to consider supporting the organization of the CBID meeting in 2023.
If it's happening and you need to know about it, you'll get it all right here. EAC News brings you updates and breaking news in English across all of our platforms and channels. The EAC News app, YouTube, Facebook, Telegram, Twitter, and our website www.eacnews.asia. Join me and the rest of the EAC News team every day on your favorite channels. EAC News, Cambodia made clear.
Thank you for watching the Daily Roundup here on EAC News Channel. For more breaking news and updates, you can check out our website, eacnews.asia, or search EAC News on Telegram, Smart TV, or at your favorite app store. More from the EAC News team tomorrow night at 8 p.m. We will see you then.